Just to help you make a barrage right here. Those are all, every one of them is going to be reserved. Okay? This is also, if you're talking about this really piano. If you would ask a question, you need to know right now. Because I will honor people who might have just a second. Not yet. You have to realize there's like 90 people on the stage. So when a person asks a question, a lot of times you go back and forth. You can't use like 80 people's questions. So if you really do want to ask a question, when they call for it, you'll want to line up first. I'm doing it for you, but we have a chance to get here. So if you questions for you, your house is going to do that. How many are attending the competition for the very first time? Welcome. My name is Chris. Your MC and your quality. And I have to apologize to people who are attending for the first time. Normally, we have like way more energy. The last time I had a and I woke up exhausted. People, that's funny, 7 people like 22. No, not again. This is not, you need to let Jackson, like, go a little bit. So it's not good. Love it. All right, now, how many people are going to be here all day? Like, perfect. Who's going to be here tomorrow? That's awesome. Now, for those of you who have never attended before, how many attended your very first convention? Right there. All right. For you people, let me tell you why you bring most out of this moment. Okay? When the celebrities are going to show a sizzle reel, okay? Hey, Stephen, we do sizzle reels. Practice this. When you see their names for each person cheer, the more energy you throw at the stage, you want to throw back at it. So right now, for those people who are taking the very first time, that's what you want. The more energy you want to see, and think of that they're getting excited, they're going to throw it right back at you guys. These types of animals are really fun. They're great. They're super great. I just need to give a heads up. This panel, I think, is going to maybe a PG-14-ish. The next panel is the next panel. That is a PG-plus panel. And then the walking panel. Just for you, and walk with us. Now, the other thing is, you're going to get a chance to ask some questions that we do offline, or letting everybody in here. This is going to be a full panel. You guys have a seat here, so you can't really lose your seats. Just once again, this over here is for right here. That's going to take us to those. And right here, we're going to see the resume stuff. Those are for the letters. Other than that, we're going to be using our own name, but then back here, and then once the time starts, I want to unleash my energy points. So, okay, we're back here for a moment, guys. Oh, wait.
Because I'm meeting calendar.
When it points at you, you're going to go crazy. The whole system is now, I'm going to let you know what happened. So we do these conventions here. We do them at Tampa, Atlanta, Indiana, and Salt Lake City. Okay? We were just in Indiana, and Indiana talked a little bit of trash about Atlanta. It's a little better crowd than you guys, and it did nuts. And I'm kidding. This is your chance. Show them off, post it. Right? But this is aimed at you, this is surprise. Go ahead and jump up, ready? This one. Hey, what's the best band in the world? We'll take it out here at the ATL Comic Convention! Indiana, you got that, man. Guys, we'll come back in just a few moments, get the music got going, and we'll get going. We're going to introduce the bride, and we're going to ask questions in just a few moments. For those of you who are standing in line, this is awesome. And if you want to get in line, you can. I will tell you a couple things. There is a hard cutoff. Okay, there's a hard cutoff. Once the timer stage, once it hits zero, they have to leave. They can't stay. Nothing sucks more than when the next one has a question. When that happens, that's just what happens. There's nothing you can do about that. Okay? Because there's so many people who do want to ask questions. There's so many people who are responding, trying to do as many as you can. But there are some rules. These are the rules for your question asking. There are some rules. Number one, do not ask for a personal question. Ask for a photograph, ask for an autograph, or a message. There's all of that. You just take this time and slow down way down. Number two, do not relate your personal stories. A lot of people will say, you know what, I don't really help me. We don't want to hear your stories. They are amazing to be sure. But it takes a long time, so we want you to just write to your question. Okay, with that. Number three, do not ask questions that have been asked by somebody else. So you right there, you're awesome. The very first question, you don't have to worry about it. But the rest of the time, if somebody gets up and asks the questions you were going to ask a different question. Do not repeat the same question. Okay, we don't want to go on that. Number four, do not ask a question that is defensive to the audience. Yes, no questions about politics. Because everywhere else, like, no questions about politics. Everywhere else, like, here's what I do. Alright, so one second time. Don't ask the questions that consider rude offensive. No questions about politics. Try to ask a question 1 minute or less. 1 minute or less, very fast. Try to do as many questions as you can. This panel is super fun, chaotic, there is a hard cutoff. There's all this like that. Perfect. Now, Slim, on camera. This is your chance right now, guys. See us sitting up here? If you want, let's put another. First time, that's a great one. Yeah. And for you guys, it's your chance to get on the screen. You want to see the screen? You wait to go over and turn that job because it is show you guys if you want to do it. Yeah, there you go. So you pull back in here. The problem is that behind you, you're going to have to turn around in order for you to see your faces. Don't be shy. I'm going to show you how to do this. safety against panels. Going by what's the next panel? Yeah, so all these sort of things kind of basically understand that. All right. That being said, there are a few extra seats in the library. I'll let you guys maybe what's move up. There's like seats right now. You can move up. But you have to, at the end of this panel, you'll have to leave those items. Just be aware. You have to get it. So don't say, oh, it's only I have to leave. You have to leave. Understood.
Y'all better not watch the YouTube, please.
Hey, Ron. Right.
I was told that you're going to they love the yeah, I just want to say, what's your name? Come here, Kaya. This is the very first thing we're coming into. There you go. Perfect. All right, let's see you go here.
Sorry.
Hey guys, guess what? They can hear you right now. I don't know if you ever see that. They can actually hear you right now.
Spend all your energy at the beginning of the day.
You have to project into the plan. Green.
What that is?
There's a trust ball and has been up, and she's a girl, but there's also a trust ball. Who has to trust the most to catch you with a trust ball? Not Erica.
I would always go with Richard Morgan's with my life.
I would each and every one of you except for a year. I'll spend a year and a night until you just couldn't get it, but yes. So let's be will be here later. I would trust Blake to catch.
I would.
Yeah.
I would. Okay, every single one of you motherfuckers.
Blake is a lover boy. Yeah. Wouldn't do, you know.
Any chance I get to embrace you guys?
We don't have that in our ship. We're helluva.
We have no trust. That's the difference between the two shows. Well, a lot of us knew each other before being part of Ship Master Hotel. Like Christina and I have done several shows together, like musicals and stuff in New York City and regional. And so, and you and
Me and Erica did the Negro together, we did the meeting together. Yeah. Love
very small world.
and or I was I'm inspiring.
There are so many people like that for questions, so we're gonna jump right on in. So the first person to step up to the microphone.
This is my first convention, by the way, and all of y'all so much. I love the conversation because you're my childhood, you're my chaos.
Oh, everything's fine.
My question is, if you had to do a favorite hazbin or a lost character, either or, who would y'all choose and why?
So delicious.
Would you like to have that sex with me?
Here comes the fundraiser cursor. I think Charlie is going to be fun, but also probably after a while, it'll really get close. I see cheers ponytail, it looks amazing.
Charlotte's in my car. I don't know. I want to get cooler instant, but you know, she's
I feel like most of the ones. Yeah. Yeah?
I think we're awesome, because she's bitchy and sassy.
My answer is Raleigh, because I think it's exactly
Many times that she is like has been to her.
No, I take something from Jafar just because of the connection.
We're listening to Hellfire.
I mean, I feel like Angel would feel like some people when moms like singing.
Mother knows
like,
best.
Speaking of when Jasmine has a moment that she says things on, she looks hot.
Just looks hot.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I am wondering, is there anything you wish your friends keep in mind that they don't show up?
It's a lovely question. Thank you for that question. Allow us to take a minute to consider our answer. Is there anything we would wish our fans to consider and visit us consider? Sometimes toward the end of the day, red lights go by, and I'm like, I don't know if I have the ability to facilitate conversation. It makes me- However, I'll do my best.
But you know, it's a good point. If you want to say hi, always say hi. Good question is just helpful for us because we want to have a conversation like this.
Something to say. I think some people just here to say hi, and then they get so excited and awkward and it's really cute. But I like can answer like saying like I've been speaking for so long, like all day. Like it's just hard to.
I also have and apologize for being anxious. Girl, don't worry about that. You're fine. It is also really funny because most of those people come up and are like, hello, I'm such and such. I really like the show. This is why I like it. This is how it's impacted my life. Sorry. I'm so anxious. That's the going on. Like, I'm doing great, right? Don't worry. Yeah. Remember, as much as the shit shows, you might feel a little inside.
What's the most fun thing that's happened in your interaction?
Can't talk about that. They know who they are.
How does the character of your voice connect to you in any way?
How does the character of your voice connect to us? Is that your question?
If in any way.
If in any way.
I love the It's one of the reasons I wanted to do the show is because she told me it was most shows are musicals and that I would like to sing, so that's how I can. Obviously, I really love my name. And so I like the way that Roxy those relationships are portrayed in the show. It's a real relationship, this conflict, contrived jealousies, like rush, and threat to Roxy. Somebody threat to Roxy is not really ever made a threat, just Roxy's insecurity. So that's how I do it.
Everything's still as a father.
to remind you of how that's cleaning up yesterday for you. And, that's part of the job of the actor is to find some things you connect to, and hopefully, if you get a good part, there's some things you don't understand. You have to go try and learn more of that. And I think Solus is a character who has a specific love for his family, and then a new love that he's discovering about himself. And that's been really fulfilling to try and portray. So I believe I've got best of both as a performer. It's something you identify with, it's something you want to disappear into. And so that's been very gratifying to take on.
The whole idea of doing Nazi is something that I connect with. Hazbin is a very layered relationship with love and protection that can be very close sometimes, and also prioritization. What does that mean to put yourself first or consider your own feelings? Also, this last episode, I don't want to spoil it here, but we know it's feminine. And what about for someone who has a career? How do you balance that? Is that scary? Yes. Can you do it? Sure. So you're very good.
I am Misty. I don't know. I just saw the picture of her, and I was like, yeah. Oh, yeah, I understand. It's funny because I'm more recently starting to do music stuff, and I've been talking creative for music visuals and stuff. My friend was doing it with me. He was like, I didn't realize you were weird until this. The shit that comes out of my brain is not. And he's like, you always come off the show. I'm like, what? I have a little inner animal within me, a little primal expression that is within me deep inside that I sometimes try to accomplish. Now this is just a playground.
I think the way that I first and foremost connected with Angel was his performativeness, I used to feel like in social settings lots of times I needed to choose strategy, and what's the right thing to say, what's the right thing to do in order to get these people doing and Angel definitely has a performative aspect to him that relates to guarding himself and protecting himself. And I think it wasn't until recently in my life that I started choosing honesty over strategy and authenticity in social settings. Because when you do that, it just gradually draw you toward people and the right things, things that are good for you. Because oftentimes the things that you think are good for you are not necessarily so. So I think just breaking down that wall and trying to get past that sort of strategy is where a lesson that I took from him. Yeah.
With Jerry, I just feel like there's a piece of personality video. I do a little ferocious sometimes. What I love about Jerry is that she is unapologetically herself. And then obviously, she gets herself into things too, but she's still loyal. And so I feel like I'm excited for all of us to learn more about her. So we got a little glimpse of her in season 1, and I'm super pumped for what's to happen for my girl. Do I do that? I'm older.
I feel like Val is so unfiltered and
safe space to experiment with emotions and feelings, and it's kind of like, wow, because often at the end of the session, I'm like, I can't believe I said all that terrible shit. But it's cool to be like, how you, the way I think of it is like, it allows me to like, what is the most unhinged way I could perform this, or what is the most, when I usually have something like, there are so many rules and like, I want to be sort of proper, offend anyone, and always like kind of fucking at yourself. It's kind of fun to be like, fuck.
I saw YouTube yesterday. Alright, so my question regarding all the people who want to get in the acting industry, voice acting stuff, what advice would you give the voice actors who want to get into the job? And what would you not?
Start with acting class. The most important thing about voice acting is acting under the circumstances who are the ones who like the show. And then I would say take somebody awesome like Richard Corbett. There's plenty of working casting directors who offer workshops and they can kind of give you the best tips and of course the guidance.
And I would say for anyone who's doing anything that's hard, give yourself time, like give yourself the graces and patience to grow incrementally. I think there's a tendency to want to look up here on the stage and say to yourself, well, why can't I get there? The answer is probably 15 to 20 years of like incremental failure and tiny little moments of getting better. And it's hard, it sucks when you're in a position where you feel like you're starting out and you just want to be where you see other people. But the truth is, I'll speak for myself, but I'm guessing that it might resonate with others, that I feel like I'm just failing a little bit better every year, and I lose more jobs than I've ever had in 1 year. So that's the reality of our business. If we don't get hired most of the time. And that is not what it appears like up here, but that's the truth. And I think when, as I say, when you're starting out, it's hard to accept that. Just know that you're, like, if you're failing, at least you're trying. That's part of the deal. You have to try. Fail, tiny success, fail, slightly bigger success, fail, almost fail.
Be very wary of scam artists. There's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, take my class. Oh, only spend $300 and you're going to get a real lesson. Just be very, I definitely, when I first went to the city, in New York City, I remember doing this, someone like, oh, come on. You just have to pay for all the tickets for this showcase. And if you don't invite your friends and your friends don't come, then you have to pay for it. You're going to have agents in the audience. And then I did this, like this performance. I was like, so who are the agents over there? And then the guy was like, oh, we invited them. I was like, well, it's scam artists. You know? So there's just a lot of people who are predatory and are gonna try to manipulate you because of your dreams. So be very cautious. It's almost like it takes money up front so you can do something. During that time.
I would add just one last thing to all of this is that you have to be very aware of what your motivation is. If your motivation is to be famous, that's not the right tact. The right tact is to find stories that you want to tell and do that. You know, when we see like things like if you build a we spend so much time auditioning for things, it begins to feel like our job is to book the job. And what we lose in that is our desire to really tell that story. So just a group of friends that you get together that want to tell this story, before you know it, you've got a show, you've got a story, and all of a sudden people are coming to that story. And that's a good example of Vivian. She wanted to tell her stories, and she had a plan to tell these stories. It's a great person with her. And she imagined it, because our work is all imagination. So, don't imagine what it would be like to be famous or with all that. Imagine what it would be like to tell the stories you want to tell and disappear in those stories.
Thank you so much.
Hello.
What is your favorite season that or also like
Which scene is that?
yeah, like the scene that
Got it. I would. No,
Improv. My favorite character moment relative to the animation is in Mastermind. There's this like 360 degree. I just don't know how you do it. If you've seen my doodle at the table, you know the level of my artistic skills, and I just marvel at that. So that's my favorite scene relative to the animation.
when Fat is the world fat level and insane levels. I look at the little guy right there. Hold him up like Simba. What's this thing? I got distracted. That is right down the level. I really didn't know that shit. Like, I watched the show, and I somehow didn't watch that. You know? The one thing that makes the show so entertaining is that they've, like, fits so many different things into one shot. And oftentimes when we're reading the script, like, we know what is spoken and what is described. However, through the process of making, weird emphasis, through the process of making this shit, if this is on making, into it, you know, that you wouldn't know. And so I didn't see that shit until I was on TikTok, and I saw that had like pretty somber like piano music over it, and it was like a wide shot of like the scene happening, and then a real close up of like that guy like, jumping into Angel's arm. Yeah, I wish it could literally just be like that, like.
I think that's a good point. Again, we read the script, we imagine it, but then all of a sudden add, and I think my favorite cherry is animation devices, all of the facial expressions, especially in the sex club. Just you learn a lot about her and her attitude by watching the facial expressions, not what she says. And that was really fun to watch. Remember that line where we find out that Serpent just listens to dads? There were lines. And the choice that we ended up making, remember Tricky said all different lines in that episode about Serpent's parts. But the answer was we did animated it, which is good. Like,
bedazzling it. Like the scene is just, it was like the beats are happening and then like they're off or like the conference. So I didn't know that like that whole scene was just like bedazzling. It was kind of just so stupid.
Matt, what is the video game where you date people? It's relative.
I think Stolas would play Guitar Hero, but you wouldn't think someone else would play the guitar. Yeah, he ain't playing the guitar. That's a great idea. He plays it a beat.
My dance memory is meeting Richard Corbett for the first time. When I took the show, it was here locally, so we had recorded probably for 2 years, Zoom in the booth, and I tell you, God kid you not. I fell in love with this man the first day I laid eyes on him. I was, so ignorant to the world of animation and voiceover, and I really didn't know anything about him. And when we finished recording, I went home and I was like, babe, I met this guy, Richard Corbett. He's like the most incredible director in the world, and I just want to work with him every single day. And then they called me. I actually booked Kiki, who did the drama plays, and they recast this villain, which is my dream come true. Anyhow, meeting Richard for the first time at Level Up Expo 2 years after I had worked with him.
It's like you guys know each other for all your lives.
Yeah.
We often hang out at these things, and I found that there's two types of gatherings. Like sometimes we have a big old meal, which is amazing and chaotic and incredible. My favorite memories has actually been like several small meals. No offense to the big meals. But like I had a dinner with Richard and another agent last weekend that was really beautiful and memorable. I had a meal with Amir as well. We didn't know each other yet. And, like sometimes when you're first getting to know people and just getting to know their kind of like origin story, that's a really beautiful interaction, especially if it's over good freaking food. I had a moment in, I can't remember where we were, but it was Christina and who else was it? Yeah, it was Lily, that's right. Christina, Lily, and I. Brian just talked earlier about losing jobs, right? I had just lost a job going upstairs. And I went down to the bar and they were sitting there, and we talked about that, and we started like talking through that. So I find the moments where we get to be like in intimate like gatherings where we're just actually people talking about our lives. Those are the most memorable moments of these conventions. And I've talked a lot now, so
For me, my favorite is the first time we did the Happy Cast of Pig and Analytics. It was in Coffee or somewhere. But it was our first time understanding what this was in Richmond, yeah. And the room was like double the size, and every chair was full of people were standing back and sitting outside, and we had no idea. We did not understand the power of fandom. And my favorite was us looking at each other. I'll never forget that for us. We were like, what the fuck? It was the most amazing experience, and I just know, we didn't know. We had kids yet. No idea. It was really good. I'll never forget.
I feel really like it's like my favorite time was like the time when I'm like started with you guys. Like every single time. I think it was pure. One away from this time, and it just it's still my life with like so much fucking like I feel very, very lucky. Being an actor, you never know where your career is gonna end up, but it's funny how like I never really thought like how tied my personal life and friendships that I have could lead to what happens in my career. So I'm just so eternally grateful that my cosmic circumstance, I got a big part of this. I love those people. I'm also in worship to them, putting up with how many times I tell them I want to dislike. Literally this morning, I was like, if we could fill time by kissing. That's really, an hour and a half now. I think my other favorite moment is when the Oklahoma City Erica she literally shocked walking out there. I just had a so just like, and I was like, my car, on my shoulders, it just went in. So that's we were all Mustang. We get comfortable and we just kept moving. And it was contact with God.
Exactly the brilliant cute David as the we were in Salt Lake City and got dinner. This man, when he laughed with his entire body. It was really kind of restaurant like and people like I was able to what is going on? I can do this in my life.
He has to be like, you never expect it to be as and then they'll be like, pause. And then they'll go, feel the ground.
You talking a little louder.
Seven does
Is shame a sin?
Are you serious? Just kidding, I feel like
Wait, which one feels that feels party.
Pride, greed, wrath, envy, lust, and oh no.
and every night. You got trouble with us, because that was
Lust, yeah.
Wrath, looking for you.
greed would just be fucking annoying.
Oh my god, it's a handsome cowboy.
Right.
I think what that's your the love first. You know what?
It's like he's fucked. No, wait, he's fucked. Because like, I can also back down sometimes, and I can be like,
a very short one. We get married next year. Does anybody want to go? Next January 28th. January 28th. Let me check this. I would, yeah, but.
Hi, my name is Andrew. They came in
My favorite, I've got two or three. Particularly, I like a human called me a pasta. And my other favorite interaction is you tell us for an hour and then as that's what we are.
What are you?
I'm a bird. That's my favorite.
Oh, we all like this? My favorite line is, and I'm gonna go with that as the sound of the
Hi, I'm Alexander. And my question is, what is it like working opposite? Houston? Yeah. I'm really the only one who wants to work on because we don't record them. So I recorded all of them. So it's a joy because I coined the phrase, has referred to as, you say, he has gravitas, but it doesn't cost, we call it gravitas. So that's why it says, yeah, you're going to work gravitas on that night, for sure. And, everyone that I work with this entire panel, everybody on the show, knows their parts so well, we get it done like that. So working with everyone really is, it's just a joy I can do with each and every one of them as I would. I feel like we want to have some sort of feeling what the scene might sound like. So I'll do my first impression. My favorite new one is Jerry Jordan. Get moving up her. But now you listen to Erica, who's his daughter, you will see, without them ever working together, you can tell they're related because their reads are very similar. Very similar. They look like they're reality, but it's just because they both have this way of interjecting these advent lines and slipping them in that is very much the same, from the same plot. Thank you. Go on.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Guido. How are you doing? So, my real question is, out of all your characters, which one would most likely survive the Squid Game? favorite event?
What's that?
Sort of like a story that we like to tell ourselves, like painful and nothing. It's like a really nice great story or something.
Yes.
It's tough because we're not familiar with the art, so we can't. Yeah, like, this is actually enough, or is no art?
We can, wow.
That's it too, though, like, growing up and working well, that's such a hard question to ask somebody. So what did we report on it that we can talk about?
Can you give us a few choices?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
You guys said this and also didn't get there because I know.
How's Barry like the devil wears the
What's the movie without the sex?
Harry Potter has an owl in it.
That's nice.
got our new slave.
Hey, June, and June Slayer, how's it going?
What is that?
Well, can I just switch it from who's your character's favorite food?
My character's favorite food, what did you say? Yeah, that was the he just smokes cigarettes. That's his kind. Yeah. Like pork chops. Fried eggs.
Infamous would be
What's Katie's favorite food?
ass silicone.
Pretty such a civilized time before Brixton.
It's what you said.
I said we were having such a civilized time before you were around.
I know, that's what my mom said when I popped out.
Well, I'm Ante. It's my first one. My question is for all of you to answer this, but what do you think two of the hazbin hotel characters would do to these, like Angel and Alice they have animosity based on both games, like box
What would they do to the games?
Yes.
Well, they're gonna have to find
Oh, thank you for coming. I can't get my man to come and keep you away. Sorry about that. Yes, what's your name?
Ikram.
And what now?
Who do you like visually and characteristically on most of them? For me, it's us, characteristically, and my character, and visually, it's Boss. Because I like how he might be a villain, a little bit of an asshole, but he is a really good character. And for how the Boss, for me, it is Striker to look at, and sorry.
So sexy.
It's a Raleigh to character.
We agree with you.
Like you said, that's my
visually soulless. Character-wise,
Thank you very much. Here it is, too.
You guys are awesome.
You're awesome.
Yes, well, it was the original a band song, but it's still is a band song, but we didn't love it so much that we wanted to bring it into the show. But just look my way. looking for a break, yes. But you're
What's happening? Thank you for your question. Sorry.
I like that.
Thank you for your question.
thank you.
No spoilers. Nice. What's your question?
Hi, my name is Alice. I'm from Georgia. Just finished up this production. I was writing the musical. Played like 4 roles. I played heroin, Nancy Dragon.
Yes.
At some point, like a spinning antelope. That was fun. What is it? But my question for you guys is, if you could name a stage production you haven't done yet, what would you name?
You say, my love's not a price that you're willing to pay. You cry, gee, wish you were in the sea when you see me go by.
Orpheus and Hades.
They're super useful. When I thought of it, I have some videos I think online. There's like a 16 or 17-year-old singing virgin songs. All videos. No one does this.
You have to help maybe it would be cool to do gypsy with my mom.
Oh, yeah. This mom is probably the most famous choreographer in the world and actor director. This mom is getting out. Did you guys know that? Are you serious? Yes. I mean, the first time I spoke to her, it put her on the phone. Like, Steve, I don't look good. I watched the movie Fate. I saw that movie 14 times. And one of the questions I asked you is, did she have that stick that she had?
Yeah, she can beat me with it.
I love you.
It's not all right.
I want to see that one. Yeah, that's what I really
Yeah.
I want to see that version.
Yeah, you're movie, right?
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
I was Pinocchio in Shrek.
I have two, if that's okay. Let's just make it about really quick, like, okay, just double check. So, we put 15 minutes back on the clock. We've been here for an hour and a half. They told me 10, and then they put 15 on, so I don't
No,
know.
it's okay, actually, next day you come in here, 9 minutes, you can do whatever you want. I am here next, is that right?
That's right.
We started so early this morning because I'm on West Coast. Blow.
do you feel about that?
I'm gonna let people parent their own goddamn children.
And I was definitely was like watching South Park and stuff. I was running to the mansion.
My parents let me watch pretty much any, my dad was very like, you can watch whatever planet, which was, adult. He didn't let me watch all that, Good Burger, or like all these like kid shows. He was like, watch SNL. He like supported things that he like, just in terms of much, he watched the dumb shit. Watch this bullshit. And I don't know, I feel like I turned out alright.
I'll take a, I want to answer this because I'm a parent, and I'll take a slightly different take, which is when we were watching shows growing up, there was a little more control. What's scary is YouTube. YouTube is a scary place, and especially if you're a parent, because if you're watching a show, if your kid's fine, I don't judge you either. I don't judge any parent. The scary thing is getting a hold of something that powerful, and kids having access to other things that the algorithm brings them. You cannot control that, and it's a scary place, and it's a middle of the road thing for me, because when kids come to my table, I say, hey, I'm glad that you like my songs or whatever.
And they start swearing.
Yeah, like Blake said, it's not to pass judgment, but I do think we have to acknowledge it's not the same as when we grew up. And our show being on YouTube initially, it's a little different, and I think we can all agree on that.
YouTube, podcasts, all that shit, yeah, TikTok. Wow, West.
Yeah, it's different.
Okay, y'all, question. My question, y'all's characters like they always long day at work or whatever. What are they doing? Like I don't know, so long going to bed or make something what are they doing?
Yeah. Long day at the news station. What's Pete doing?
Keep that little under desk.
I don't think he speaks. I just know.
I don't think Angel cooks. I think he Grubhubs every single night. And morning. And she plays Candy Crush. And yeah, he just chills and watches Love Island, and that's kind of
You look great.
Whoa, wait, whoa.
Hello, my name is I have a question, more request. Can you guys say shut the fuck up or power bottom at rock bottom in your character's voice?
Yes, I can do that. Right? I can do that too.
I can also do that. I could. Not really. Or
That's where you drop it. Yes, I have standards. And fuck you.
Thank you.
Bar week, Guana week, Nicky Bar. Movie. Oh, is that, are we doing a Transformers get you're in the wrong fucking room? Nothing going on. Oh my god. Where do you think we go when we done?
Those are fun.
I guess it's
Thank you.
What's your favorite question?
My name is Angel, and I was going to ask you when you first find out what your who he was as a person, what were your first thoughts?
I was like, wait a second. It's a horny bird. And he's a prince of hell. Cool, let's record this.
I was like, wow, this is the dude who's in the musical theater. I'm signing up. And that's the truth.
I think my favorite part is that we still don't know so much about Nancy. She's like capable of so much, you know, and we don't know a lot of that.
Very scary. I think one of my first learned was when I was submitting the audition. He was the first one on the list. We got the breakthrough on their characters. Did you do other characters? I did. You did? And it sucked. So
I did it.
yeah, Angel was thinking I looked at this and I was like, oh, yeah, this is it for that. Like, I'm gonna do that. And I don't know, I feel like I just got it so quickly, like the writing was just so fucking funny. I knew exactly how I wanted to deliver it. Voicing it. So, yeah. Well, it's funny. I don't know why, but you taking a drink right there. I felt like you were throwing it like up or something. I climbed your under, it really changed.
What are we asking about the cake? What do I do? It's not the price thing. You don't know the price thing? Always my role. I was waiting for him. Mark luckily she did very casually, but Katie, if I could get down to the break of the neck, no one breaks their neck. I don't want you to, right? That's that's funny. So Katie's always mine. And I can say this because on this panel, I'm not with Meg. But I was with Katie's always mine. And she tells me why me to roll your voice. Sorry, but Katie's still down like, What's the second one?
No one likes coffee is, what would y'all's character's coffee or tea order be? Like those two.
Pink drink. Black and not one.
Val just looks at black as we go.
But the coffee, the espresso, when you have espresso, red. Oh, that's what it's called. Sit it.
I like Red Bull or something. I don't know. Yeah, she like doesn't something not coffee. Chai latte with 2 extra shots of spring.
Totally latte.
Well, then it's big tea. What kind of better red music than on there, bro? Oh my god, I got about 7 minutes. Good luck.
Anime, which, if you guys watch anime, one of your favorite channels out there. Yuri on Ice. In New York City, I saw a musical, which was in New York, and I was a kid. And there was an episode, it was so good. It was like, I think it was clever. My favorite thing, think about that. What is it? Think about Sensible Jiggly?
Growing up, speed racing. Thanks for your question. Hey, you're talking about the last one, make good.
We're getting a good one from this. Look.
So I have actually an end, which is very feel and give your soul.
What's that last part?
Give your soul.
Give your soul. Okay.
I
don't need to give your soul away. Fine, mind it,
Just being good.
Okay.
Didn't we do this with waffle? My kid played waffle pancakes.
Yes.
Give your soul away.
Okay.
Very French toast. Fuck up pancake. This is getting the same waffle. Well, I did, that's true. But character-wise,
He clearly angel frogs.
but like, ooh,
And we're very just.
It just brings back to Christmas.
Who is selling our souls to?
I could kill you. I could kill them.
Giving my soul to Charlie. Let's do it. But, episode. Actually, you can do it every